horse now, you can come right up to the fence. Okay, so we've got a horse. I'm just going to clip onto him first. What's his name again? Santana. Right, so when I first get a horse into a round pen, what I tend to do is clip onto him and just walk him around a little bit. So he gets to just see what's happening around the place, any distractions, and horse on this side. Yeah, horse on that side. You're over there. And you can see that it's a round circle. Now when we decide we're going to send a horse away, we call it sending it away from you. You remember what I said? First of all, we have to wait for it to make a mistake. There's no point in sending a horse away and saying that he's done something incorrect if he hasn't. So the mistake we usually look for is that he just takes his attention away from you. He'll look somewhere else. At that point, we can then send him away. Now, send him away, tend to what we do, what happens is we send them firstly in one direction, and it's usually around 3 or 4 runs. And then we'll turn the horse, and I need to show you how to do that because it's difficult to demonstrate outside here, to send him in the other direction. And then we'll turn him again for the 3rd time to run in the original direction. The reason we do that is that through research and studying the horse, that distance in a round pen is normally the length, the distance a horse will run away from a predator, and it's normally the distance that the mare will actually chase a young horse that's been misbehaving away. So we're trying to represent the same type of behaviour. They have to run for quite some time. So that's what we'll do. Now I said before, we run them. The reason why we turn them, if we could just run them and run them, is to show the horse, they're thinking psychologically that not only can we run faster than them, that we can actually get in front and change the direction. Now somebody that can do that is a very strong leader. The horse starts to understand. I can't outrun this person, and he's so strong he can get me to turn. So now I need to start listening. Okay. So once that happens, once we've turned the horse in 3 times in 3 directions, we then need to start looking for some sort of signs that the horse is wanting to listen and start communicating with us. And remember those signs were the ears. If he's running this way, this ear will come round to look at me. I'll say the ear looks at me. It hasn't got an eye, but you understand. The ear points towards me. The other thing that I might see happening, and you need to be looking for these, is this licking and chewing. I don't know, what can I do? Is you'll see a bit of licking and chewing. The other one is the head will drop down. He needs some work. Yeah. The head will drop down a little bit lower, and the horse will start coming away from the edge of the ground pen and come closer to me. At that point, I've got to invite the horse back into me. I've got to send a message, communicate to the horse and say, okay, I can see now you understand what I'm trying to teach you. I can see now you understand that I'm in charge. You know, come over here and we'll start negotiating this contract. How you and me are going to behave together. And what you have to do then is you have to stop being dominant to the horse, driving it away. And as a horse, so the example, it's better to see that now, so I'll talk to you through it as I'm doing it. As a horse is coming around, away, we're driving it, what you need to do is step backwards and away from the horse, and you're almost showing the horse your back. And when the horse sees that, it knows that you're not pushing him anymore, and that's a sign for it to come closer. Now sometimes horses will just turn in and stop. Sometimes horses will come right up to you and touch you on the shoulder. That's what Monty Roberts describes as joining. Completely come up. But coming off the track still is okay too. But we'll do a quick demonstration, and what I'll do is I'll try and talk through it as well. I'm just going to turn him loose now a little bit. I want to sort my own ropes out first. First thing I'm going to do is remember to breathe. There's no rushing with this. It's all nice and quiet, no stress. I'm going to drive that horse on now. Okay, so it's going on nicely now. Yep, we can. The other thing you need to be doing is to be looking at his eyes. Yep. Because when you're facing a horse, as we said before, if you want a horse to go away from you, not listen, then he's going to run in there okay without being missed. Then you need to look at him in the eyes. The other way you can drive him forward is by doing like that. If you're not good at throwing the rope, you can slap yourself. There's some religious cult that does that, but that's for another day. So what we're doing, we're running round. I'm not running after him. I'm walking this. Walking a tight circle. I'm watching in his eye, and I'm behind the driving line. You see, I'm behind the driving line now. If I move in front of the driving line, he'll stop. I'm straight opposite the saddle now. If I move back again, send him on, I'm driving forward. I'm just going to get him a good pace now, and then I'm going to cut across and turn him. Send him the other way. Yeah, go on. Again, I'm watching his eyes, and I'm trying to keep behind the saddle. This inside ear is now locked on me. You can see that. Around this corner now. See him starting to stop at somewhere like the gate. You need to drive him on before he gets there. Predict that he's going to stop and drive him. I'm going to come across. Right. So now he's running in 3 directions. His ear's still watching. I'm going to try and keep him moving now. We're only really getting his ears at the moment. Right, when you start to bring the energy down, I'm getting rid of my rope. Stay away from the teeth zone. That head's dropped there a little bit now. Now what I'm not going to do is try and call him in when he's over there. Because he's going to get distracted. So now, I'm just going to send him on a little bit more now because he's... Okay. You can see head's dropping a little bit. dropping down. Right. I'm going to wait till we pass him and just try and see if he will come in. Okay, stop, he has not come in, so what I need to do get his attention. Oi. Stop. Remember to rub there, quiet. See if he'll follow on. What we're trying to do now is see if we can keep his attention. This one's the harder one for him to follow, so give him a little bit of help. Not so easy to do the join it with him, but what he did, he'd stop and he stood and thought about it for a while. And what you have to try and do with him is to get his attention. Smile, please. Get his attention. And then the minute he's looking at you, you walk away from him. You've got to catch his eye and then walk straight away. And then the idea that is a signal for him to actually follow. Because if you, come on this way. If you keep things with your eyes on them, it just means go away, you're still doing something wrong. I think when you do a joining with this one, it'll be much better. Once you start to understand a little bit more. So, perfect join-up, and as I warned you before when we started, boy, is the horse comes right in off the side into the middle to beat you. Doesn't always happen, but you've still got to go with the attempt. The horse is attempting to get it right, then you allow him the chance for that attempt. So you'll have to walk to him. But the thing with the horse, if you're walking straight to him in a straight line, the horse is going to go, oh, what's happening? So if you're going to walk up to the horse now, you walk in an arc, sideways along it, and not straight at it. That way the horse will then follow on. If you're walking away, you're not a predator, you're not a threat. So, lions and tigers don't walk away from something they want to eat. So once you walk away, you're showing to the horse, I've showed you I'm a little bit stronger and faster than you are. Now you need to follow, because I'm not the type of guy that's going